Okay, this question is 4.20 and 4.23 for you in the back of the book, so I'm going to do 4.24 since there are no answers for that one. And we are looking at if a statement is true or false. And we're discussing charges on protons, neutrons, and electrons. So I put those down here for us to remember who they are, what charge they have, and then where they exist in the atom. So the first question asks, it's asking true or false. Is a proton attracted to an electron? Well, a proton is positive and an electron is negative. And if you think like a magnet, you have a south and a north pole, you have a positive and a negative. Those are attracted to each other. So we could draw some vectors or some arrows showing that yes, they are attracted to each other because a proton is positive and an electron is negative. So are protons attracted to electrons? They are. A neutron has twice the mass of a proton. Is this true or false? Well, neutrons and protons are similarly weighted. Oops. So if a proton weighed 1, then a neutron weighs 1. Whatever 1 may be, AMU. So protons and neutrons are the same size. They weigh the same, they have the same mass, but they have different charges. So is a neutron twice the mass of a proton? No, they are the same mass. Then we have C, which is neutrons repel each other. So just neutrons. Well, neutrons don't have a charge. As we can see here, an electron is negative, a proton is positive. Neutrons are called neutrons because they are neutral. They don't have a charge. So they can neither repel nor attract anything. So that would be false. Neutrons do not repel each other because they have no charge. And then the last question asks, electrons and neutrons have opposite charges. Well, we know electrons have a negative charge and neutrons have no charge. So they can't have opposite charges because neutron has no charge. So that is also false. So the takeaway from this is to remember that electrons and protons are the only two subatomic particles that have charges, that neutrons are neutral, and that protons and neutrons are the same size. That's right, same size, same mass. While electrons, even though there wasn't a question about this, but electrons are super teeny tiny. So tiny that we don't even talk about their mass when we talk about the mass of an element. So teeny tiny mass. And while we're here, let's just do a quick recap of where each of these subatomic particles live in the atom. The protons and the neutrons live in the nucleus, and the electrons hang out in the shells around the nucleus.